Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Gordon from YOOPKnows. Today we're going to talk about the problem of working in the business versus working on the business. So a lot of us architects are always working really hard, working in the business, working on a job, working on a design, working on checking drawings, dealing with customers, clients, etc. But there's this other idea about working on the business. So being above all of those things and figuring out where the direction of your practice is going, what kind of turnover you want, how many staff you want, are you growing, are you shrinking, are you growing, and what does that mean? Do you want more time off? Do you want more revenue? Do you want a better balance? All of these kinds of things. So that's kind of on the business type stuff. I discuss that kind of stuff all the time with my business coach, and I'd always encourage every serious practice to get a business coach because it's an amazing opportunity that forces you to take time and think about how we're working on the business. And we pretty much plan every 90 days with a plan. So every year is divided up into 4. So it's almost like we have 4 years in one. So even if you don't quite do well in the plan that you had on your quarter, you've got 3 other quarters to kind of correct that course and always be micro adjusting. It's always about getting better and better, continuous improvement. That's what I think anyway. That's what we've always done. And if you've got a set of goals and objectives every quarter, you're probably going to be 4 times ahead of some other practice around the corner that sets some goals for the year and then don't really do them, or they think, oh, year's a long way off, so they don't really address them until the end, and then they go, oh, we didn't do very well. So you're better off taking smaller steps and such. So what I'm going to do is I'm on Super Good Architecture here as usual. Always a bit sad, I've only got 5 projects in. I should add some more just to make it look better, etc. But I'm going to, there's our 5 projects. But what I'm going to do is use the card system to talk about how we manage in our practice working on the business. So whenever you have a great idea or something comes up, what I do is say update CDM process. That's enough. And maybe there's some notes here. Say you attended a CPD or something like that, you could make some notes. Boom, you could we put it into overflow. So actually what I'm going to do is go back to settings, and in here I can I'm going to call this business development, internal business development, rather than sales. A lot of people call sales business development, and I'm going to make it pink. Nice pretty color. Boom. Let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, we've got that updated here. I'm going to change the category to internal business development. Hit save. It should come up in pink. I'm going to change that to a different color just so it stands out, because just for the purposes of explanation. So update CDM process. We know that that's very topical at the moment. The other thing is what could it be is I don't know, spell it right, goal setting meeting Q2. So, and you could pick a date. That's going to be then. Boom. I'm going to put it into here, and again I'm going to change the category to internal business development. So every time we have something that's working on the business type ideas, we just put it in there. So it can even just be idea for more customers, and say you just did that, boom, and you can just pop it over there. And the other one could be, I had another idea, idea for upselling or value added sales. So what I mean by that is say you get a job, how can you get 10%, 20% increase in fee? So maybe that is do SAP assessment course to add, I'm just making these things up, add interior elevations as upselling, and you might do that halfway through the process or once you're into the process. Hit save, boom, and again you can change the phase or the designation there just so that you know what those things are. So here we got, and again, if I go to the full page, you can see that everyone can see this overflow. So everyone's looking at these kind of things all the time. And what we do in YOOPKnows is every Friday I look at these things and say, well, is one of those things we can knock off? Because, you know, maybe on a Friday afternoon I can update the CDM process, etc. Or it might be something to update our principal designers process in the practice. You know, I've just bought the Reba. They've just published a Reba book on principal designers. So I just bought that. And so, yeah, this is how you can use the overflow in the Kanban cards in YOOPKnows to do, to improve your working on the business rather than working in the business. Hope that's useful.